Welcome to the Heidi Thorne Show. I'm your host, Heidi Thorne, and in this podcast I share my real-world self-publishing and small business experience with you. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe. Now let's get on with today's show. A self-published author was concerned about his self-published book being bad. He made that assessment based on book sales that were generated from his Amazon ads, which he guessed elicited some low star reviews on Amazon. Maybe he was reaching the wrong audience and causing customer dissatisfaction. I've never equated low ratings on Amazon with bad marketing. My theory is that advertising that reaches the wrong customers doesn't make sales. However, I do think this is a fair question to ponder. So, what is a bad book? What is bad marketing? How can you know whether your book or your marketing is bad? Bad books can become bestsellers. Good books can often go unnoticed and unsold. But what makes a book bad? It may comfort you to know that there is no one determining what is a good or bad book. No critic, no bestseller list, no library, no bookstore, and no book reviewer has the power to judge your book as bad. Bad is merely defined by the reader as a book that is a waste of time or is too long, offends them in some way, is boring and confusing, contains too many errors, grammar, typos, etc., has a dissatisfying ending, doesn't meet informational needs, is too expensive compared to the value of entertainment and information received. Their friends say it's bad. It's not like other books in their preferred genre. Has characters they can't relate to or don't like, or they've never heard of the book. I'm sure I've missed some definitions of a bad book in that list, and you could probably come up with some more based on what you define as a bad book. As you can see, there are only a few bad definitions over which you have any control. You could put your manuscript through beta reading and editing rounds to improve the book's clarity or compliance with language standards such as grammar. You could do your research to come up with a competitive price that's profitable for you and acceptable for your reader. You can understand your market's needs and wants and try to meet those needs with your work. Beyond that, the definition of bad is all in your reader's hands and heads. Let's also get away from the good-bad dichotomy. Your book may not be for everyone, but that doesn't make it bad. Bad marketing is a bit easier to define. It is simply marketing and advertising that does not produce sales that you want. The difficulty with this is that the sales you want may be impossible to achieve. You may want to sell 10,000 copies of your self-published book, or maybe even get $10,000 in book sales every month for the next year. Is that realistic? It's unlikely most self-published authors will achieve that without a significant investment in marketing and advertising that could obliterate all profits or even create a loss. Self-published authors also often compare their marketing to that of the self-publishing gurus, who make it seem like they've easily achieved astronomical results from their good marketing secrets, surefire self-publishing formulas, or whatever success nonsense they spew. It might be possible if you use whatever tricks, gimmicks, and programs they promote. But without fail, what I've seen in all these programs is that there is a hidden or glossed over investment that they don't tell you about. Usually that's a massive investment in Amazon or Facebook ads, sometimes as high as several $1,000s per month. There is no good marketing, only good marketing habits. Good marketing habits include spending on advertising that fits your budget, doing advertising tests, closely and constantly monitoring your results, and making adjustments to meet constantly changing circumstances. The most important good marketing habit for authors is to constantly and consistently build your author platform throughout your entire self-publishing career. Is it bad marketing or a bad market? Some niche markets are so small that they cannot produce enough sales for you. Other markets are so incredibly competitive that to make sales in them requires heavy and continuous investment that could bankrupt most self-published authors. Then there are markets that are seasonal. Their peak and valley sales levels put self-published authors on a nerve-wracking budget roller coaster. Some genres and topics flourish and flounder, producing a feast of early financial gains after the book's launch, followed by a prolonged sales famine, possibly for the remaining life of a book. In these cases, whether the book or the marketing is bad is almost an irrelevant question. The market itself is so challenging that it can be a bad publishing investment for authors. I hope you found some of that comforting and helpful. And if you did, please rate, review, and subscribe to The Heidi Thorne Show on whatever podcast platform you like to use. I'm on all the major ones, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you like the YouTube video better, you just have to subscribe to my Heidi Thorne YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you get an alert when a new video is up. I would appreciate it if you would share either the audio or the video with your friends on social media. My self-published books are available on Amazon, Audible, and Apple Books. All you have to do on one of those sites is type in my name, and a list of all of my available titles will be on my author page. If you'd like to connect with me, my website is HeidiThorne.com, and I am most active on the social platforms of Instagram and TikTok at Heidi Thorne. Thank you so much for listening and for your support. I'll look forward to talking with you again in the next episode, and in the meantime, have a great day.